Oh boy, look at all this. The salt is well and truly on the road. If you are riding around this time of year, biking season for you has just started. Fantastic. However, please do be aware that salt, especially when all the cars and the buses and everything go over it, will become even finer, and it will get into just about every part of your bike. So please maintain your bikes, clean them up, shine them up, make them nice and pretty, because that salt has just got into every little nook and cranny of that road surface there. Suzu's gonna get a damn good wash after this. Don't think I don't do that, all right? Always let the bike cool down as well. Anyway, hello, good morning, good day, good afternoon, good evening, whoever and wherever you are. Hello to you. How are we? Hope we're okay. Hope we're well. If we're out on the bike, hopefully you've got your riding gear on, and that is very appropriate. Yes, I do have a riding jacket underneath this with all the padding. Beautiful, lovely. So it's been a while since I've uploaded anything, hasn't it? Yes, that's becoming a common theme nowadays, isn't it? Yes. So there's a reason for that, and it does kind of tie into this story, and unfortunately the story's not a very nice one. It is what it is. So we've had a lot of storms this winter. Seems every other week during, what was it, November, December, January, we've just been getting, oh look, there's another storm. Wait a week, it's still wet and horrible, can't go outside. Oh, there's another storm. Fantastic, fantastic, fantastic. So what that means for a lot of us is the weather's not appropriate to go out on the bike, and that's fine. Otherwise, a lot of us will say it's winter, the bike doesn't go outside. And I can respect that. Where this all ties into the story is we had a classic bike and car show quite locally, and that got postponed from the 1st of January, great time to have it by the way, to later on in the year, which would have been just gone 1st of March. Hooray. And what a great time to have it as well. Look at this weather. It's beautiful. Except when the police cameras are out. So yeah, just going to avoid that patch of salt there. It's a lovely time to be out riding, and what it also means for a lot of us is if you've had the bike away for winter, if you've not been out on the bike for a couple of weeks, maybe you don't care too much about the weather, you may be out of practice. If you have not been riding your bike for a couple of weeks, sometimes a couple of days, a couple of months, go and practice. Since getting Suzu here, she's a much taller bike. I do not want to pick her up. She's heavy, okay? Increasing my ability to ride this bike is paramount. And if that means going to an empty car park somewhere, great example, Red. I know, right? Thanks. I picked that. You can't plan these things. You practice your weaving, you practice your braking, all that good stuff, because all it does is it just re-solidifies to you the capabilities of that vehicle. And that allows you to have a bit of a better reaction. Not necessarily reaction time. God, I thought he was doing the manly thing of trying to start a fight there. Intimidation tactics, yes. Are you gonna look? Yeah? Thank you. And sometimes you have to watch out for people like that because they don't look. Okay? That's what annoys me. And you've got a pedestrian crossing not 10 foot from you. Smashing, I know, right? So, Red's getting upset at people. Let's get back to the story. Unfortunately, this is a case where a biker has lost their life, and that's incredibly unfortunate, where we've had our classic bike show move to the 1st of March, great weather for it, smashing beautiful, look at all that glorious blue sky, and this means that people have gone out on their bikes who may not have necessarily been entirely in practice. Now, I'm not pinning this on the biker, because I don't know the nature of the fatal collision. Pause for a dramatic effect. And I also don't know the nature of, apparently 5 minutes around the corner from there, someone has dumped their bike. Second gear. I want second gear. Someone has been able to dump their bike into a hedge. It's a shame. No one wants to see a biker come off from any walk of life, from any vehicle that you ride, scooter, venture bike, cruiser, whatever the case. It's never fun to see someone in trouble. Context is everything, and whereas I don't know the nature of these incidences, sometimes things are out of our control, like people walking out into the middle of the road. These little things you just have to be aware of, especially as a biker, because people, you just have to treat others like they're never going to see you, so you have to look out for them. And it's infuriating, yes, but having that level of awareness around you it's such a benefit to your riding. Because that might mean sticking to the speed limit. That might even mean, well, I don't know, let's drop down to, say, 20 mile an hour. Look how much difference there is in that speed there. If someone pulls out, if a kid runs out from that corner there, I've got so much more time to react to it. And I know going slow isn't fun, blah, 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 blah. So you do you, I'm not here to tell you how to ride. However, if you are out of practice, please go get some practice. Wear your damn gear if you have it accessible to you. Maybe one of the 2 riders involved in the incidences I mentioned were completely out of practice. They haven't ridden since they put their bike away back in October. Fine. You go out for a jolly with all your friends, you're in a group, there are still things that can happen to you. So for the love of God, please practice if you have the opportunity to. Please put all your gear on, because that can and will save your life in certain situations, in a lot of situations. And just be aware. Have a, I don't know, go for a jog, do something to wake the brain up. Maybe like have a coffee. That's apparently a point of argument. Stay hydrated, obviously, is the big one. But yeah, just these little things. Just look after yourself, because no one wants to get a knock on the door from the police, a phone call to say, or even like read something off on Facebook to say, hey, one of your best friends has died. You know? It's a shame, right at the beginning of the riding season. It's never a good time to go, but without really having the opportunity to go out and do all the things that you might want to do, go to the places you might want to explore. Such a shame, but yeah. Do it for me. Whatever that means to you, do it for me. As is my little thing, I like to hopefully create content where it makes you think a little bit, where, you know, there is always a point for discussion. Throw something down below if maybe something similar has happened in your area. I can only talk about local to me that I'm aware about. And yeah, discussion is, it's so useful, because you can learn so much from other people's perspectives and opinions and so on and so forth. We love discussion here, or at least I do, when people want to discuss something. Oh dear. I'll leave it there. Have yourselves a lovely day, all that good stuff. I wonder what would have happened if I went on the other side of that island. If I went round here rather than that side. But I use my common sense, you see. Because if they were going to do that, I've got time to react to it. And they did. And thankfully I didn't have to react to it. Yay! Ooh, bike. Right. Have yourselves a good one. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully you're able to enjoy the lovely spring weather just around the corner. If not, it's already here. And the summer that is due to be here very shortly. Fingers crossed it comes sooner rather than later. So, get out on the bike, but please be careful. Please. And enjoy yourselves. Ta for now.